So in this plot of land here, so, you know, growing up as a kid, my dad used to always say, hey, we have that land down there in Washington. Am I gonna die before anybody does anything with the land? Whereas a kid, you just hear it, he's like, man, this guy, what are you talking about? And I did not realize it. Well, up until I was living in Arizona and I found out that my dad was in a nursing home and my dad could not move. And here's a man that had worked all his life to help as many people as he could, and he found himself at 55 in a nursing home. And I always knew that he had a vision of coming to Washington, building a house, and living his life there. And I just, in my heart of hearts, I just did not feel like that was gonna be God's end of his life. I did not want to accept that. So we went to the doctor's office. We were there for the consultation, and the doctor was like, and she was kind of like taking her time. And I said, ma'am, we respect your professional opinions. Go ahead and tell us. She said, well, your dad's never gonna walk again. And I looked at my dad, and he looked at me and he said, you know, well, if I gotta get a van and, you know, get outfitted, as long as I got my mind, I'll be fine. I say, hold on, that's not what you taught us. I say, you taught us faith. I say, do you believe you can walk? He said, no, do you believe I can walk? I said, no, it's not about me. Do you believe you can walk? And he said, well, of course I want to walk. I said, well, that's the plan. And we left out at doctor's office. And I tell you, after coming back to Arizona and a couple phone calls, and weeks later, my dad said, today I was able to brush my teeth. Now there's a man sitting in a wheelchair, could not move himself left to right, could not stand up, could not brush his teeth, turning white, and he's a black man. His speech slowing down, he was near death. And we laid hands on him and anointed his body, and we just believed that God was gonna heal him. Well, my dad runs the bison operation almost 13 years later. And my dad's dream of coming out here and building a house, he literally sat in a chair and gave people instructions on how to put together this house out of refurbished material, and you would never know it, but he had a dream. And this is about a person that's having a dream and not giving up, because life is going to knock you upside the head. But when you fall, try and fall on your back, because as Les Brown say, if you can look up, you can get up. And this is what this is about. This is about the bison being on the brink of extinction from 30 to 60 million down to less than 2,000. And now there's a push to bring back the bison with the National Bison Association, the Texas Bison Association, and bison associations all across America. And I'm so proud to be an African American in the birthplace of Texas, raising bison. Standing underneath this tree gives me chills. It's almost like I want to cry, because I understand that there was pain and suffering that was put into this. And I'm reaping the benefits, and I want to share it with America.